This beautiful diving place is only a few minutes' distance from the harbor of Sestri, Levante. Many diving centers of the Gulf del Tigullio define this dive as "dive at the freighter." This name was chosen due to the fact that the wreck was originally designated for deep-sea fishing. After the ship was confiscated by the German Navy, it was reverted into the armed freighter UJ-2207. Its assignment was to escort and defend the trading ships. However, this assignment was interrupted by 2 hostile torpedoes on the 19th of November, 1944. Leaving the descent rope, we move ourselves toward one of the 2 ladders leading from the upper deck to the bow area. We use the right side. The entire area is still in good condition. On the forward part of the deck, we notice a big opening that allows us to have a look at the underlying decks in the bow area. Further forward, we also notice an entrance leading to the same area. Here we can see the long and narrow bow. The keel in the area of the foreship is sharp like a razor. We can see the hawse holes, which are used to house the anchor chains. Arriving on the upper deck, we can see the outlines of the winches. As we move to the stern, along the way we can observe what remains of the armament. This stands in comparison to the original weapon. It is merely a broken remains. Only the supports depict what was the substructure for a small caliber weapon. Today, we can only wonder. Continuing our exploration, the wreck interrupts abruptly at a particular point. It seems as if the shelf walls were smashed by a large axe. Everything is covered with a fine veil of sediment moved only by the slight current. We recognize the parts of the remaining quarterdeck, the hatches, and the corridor. In the middle, we find a boiler, which is probably the machine room. Scrap metal parts accompany us until we reach a large structure, the appearance of which suggests could be the stern area. Indeed, we can judge it only by reaching the outer side of the shelf wall. Yes, now the profile of the stern appears clearly. The propeller and the rudder are not visible anymore. Despite the awful explosion, the hull sank flat on the seafloor and rested in its natural position. The bottom time we planned for this dive is nearly expired, and we need the remaining time to visit another area we intended to cover, the internal decks in the bow area. The entry into this area is possible using the space between 2 ladders. Immediately, we are enchanted by the play of lights which gives life to this half-dark labyrinth. Little scenes of light play out which, through the additional human element, makes the atmosphere of this wreck even more spectacular. We continue the exploration of this area along the entire distance and reach the upper deck near the large capstan at the bow. Unfortunately, it's time to leave the wreck and return to the surface. Our trip on board of the island has finished.